Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well and enjoying this here fall weather that we are having. If it's like the weather we're having down here in Alabama, we're almost having some winter weather already. And well guys, let me tell you what I'll be doing this morning, and then I'm going to get right on into the video. This is a requested video. I have had several of you guys to ask me about doing the smothered chicken, and I did gravy and chicken and all that stuff, but I just always forget to do the smothered chicken. So I'm doing the smothered chicken this morning, you guys, and I'm gonna get right on into the video, tell you what I got, and then what I'm gonna do. Okay, I got just some chicken parts. And on these chicken parts, I have a little Lorry seasoning on there. And this is not the one with my, and I just have just a small amount. And then I have some of the Tony's no salt seasoning. I put that on, guys, just for flavor. Because this chicken has been brined. I brined it overnight with the just like I showed you guys in my fried chicken recipe. Nothing different about it. So, but I did sprinkle a little of the Lorry's on it, and the no salt for the flavor. And then some black pepper. That's all I have on the chicken, guys. Then here's my flour. I got it seasoned up. Guys, you do this to your taste. Whatever seasoning that you like on your chicken and stuff like that, I can't tell you how to do that and how much to put on it. I can just give you a ballpark or approximately, telling you what I use and stuff on there. But that's something you got to season to taste. That's something you really just gonna have to get into yourself. And I know a lot of you been cooking a while. You have your favorite seasoning and stuff like that, and that's what you should use on it. Okay, this is just the flour and the chicken. I got my oil heating up over there on the stove. I don't know whether I need to turn it down, whatever, but I'm going to be getting on over to it in a minute. Okay, for the gravy, I have about a tablespoon and a half of this here chicken flavored bouillon granules mixed up in this here water. I got my 4 cups, and I may need more water when I get ready to make my gravy. I just mix some up in there. And I have a large onion dice. Now if you don't like onions, you don't want that much onions in it, you can adjust it accordingly. Okay guys, that's about it with what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the chicken. I should have already breaded it up and go to the stove to show you how I'm gonna fry it. You do your chicken just like you're gonna do your regular fried chicken. Now, some people think that you don't really have to, fry it as long or worry about getting it done or whatever, because you're gonna be putting it in that gravy, and it's gonna, it's gonna be simmering in that gravy. But I just do my fried chicken just like I would any other fried chicken. That's the way I do. Let me see, can I fold that wing back there? Don't want to go. I think they made these wings like to fold nowadays. I like my wing folded back. Guys, I got my oil heating up over on the stove, and when I go over there to drop this chicken, you'll see how much oil I have in there, to give you a general idea as to how I'm doing it. And all I have is I have some wings, some legs, and some thighs. But you can use any part of the chicken you want to. Or either you can just cut you up a whole fry. If you want all the parts, do it. Either way you go with this smothered chicken, you cannot go wrong. And I'll tell you another thing, you guys, you can do. Like if you buy chicken out, fried chicken out, I like Publix fried chicken. I like their chicken. It tastes good. And plus it's reasonably, it got a good price on it to me. And so a lot of times when I'm over there over shopping and I want some fried chicken, I just go ahead on and pick me up a box of that. And if I have some left over, I'll fix some gravy and put to it. Guys, I'm trying to do this here so I can move on over to the skillet, so we won't have to be cutting off and on so many times, because I have my equipment and stuff. It's I have to work with it, and I'm trying to always figure out ways to to work smart with it. And this flour that I'm breading this chicken in, I'm dredging this chicken in, guys, I'm gonna use some of the same flour to make my dressing. I'll show you that when we get to that part. Okay.
Dressing with your gravy.
I mean, make my gravy. Lord have mercy. I done started out all wrong already. Already I'm thinking about Thanksgiving. Thank you, Cook. Okay, guys, just like he said, this flour I'm gonna use it to make my gravy with it. And to the young lady, I think I might have answered her that sent me well, I had a couple of people that send me a email, and I think I did, but y'all, I tell you, when you have when you doing what a person do at my age, trying to make videos and whatever, and be senior citizen, all that mixed up there together, you may not remember right then. But anyway, asked me where did I get these bowls from, and I had been having them so long I about couldn't remember. What's the name on that cup? Can you see? I know I got them at Walmart.
Ultra Seal.
Ultra, what brand is Can you remember?
I can't tell.
I think it's Sterling or something. It's Sterlite or something. But it's this here's like a 4-quart, and I have a bigger one. And I'm pretty sure they might still sell them, but it's been some years, guys. So guys, I'm gonna move on over to the stove and let Tuck get set up and come on over here, and then I'm gonna drop the chicken and hope my oil ain't too hot. Say that again?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. You can say what you got to say. People use stuff by now. Did I do something wrong? Huh?
No.
Don't tell me after I stop filming it. You didn't want to say it. I'm wrong. I'm just wrong. Let me have to see me putting it in the skillet. Let me see how much oil I got up on here. Now don't you start no popping over here. I ain't playing that not one bit. Because I'm going to slap that lid, that top on at least away. I don't know what's wrong with my wing today. Oh, grease top on it. I know this ain't working. Wait a minute. Let me get over here. Guys, I'll be right back. Now, here got cut off. I just need to rinse my hands off and get something to get that chicken straight. That's all I needed is that. Okay guys, that wing popped right back up, but I'll deal with that later. Guys, just whatever way you fry your chicken, that's where you fry your chicken. I was just showing you how I was frying mine in case, like I say, I'm always looking out for my beginner cook. We cannot assume that they automatically know these things, but it's just like you would fry some chicken, not deep fried or whatever, that you would normally the way you would fry your chicken. I'm going to fry this chicken up, and then when it's brown up and I get all the chicken fried, I will come back and have the grease poured off with the amount of grease that I'm going to use to make my gravy. And then we'll go from there, guys. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back, and the chicken is finished frying, and I'm getting ready to make the gravy and stuff. Guys, I was not watching it, and I want to see how much grease that I have in here to start making my gravy. I had taken the chicken off and hadn't took my skillet off the stove, and my drippings in here got a little brown, but that's all right too. I don't think it's too brown that it can't make this gravy good. I done did it like this before. But first off, what I'm going to do is add these onions in. Add that whole onion in, guys. Thank you. Just kind of stir that around and then let the grease on. Like, guys, once you get your gravy made, you're going to have to go back in and do your seasoning of it. I always like to put I love black pepper in my gravies. So I'm going to always put me a little black pepper back over in there. And I'm going to put me just a small amount of this no salt seasoning. But you can, you use whatever kind of seasoning you use, but I like to put a little flavor off over in there. That's all that's for. And since I got my onions cut so finely, I'm going to go right on in and put my flour. You know, guys, I told you I'll be doing the flour that I did the chicken in. And I don't know how much I can use. I can tell you just probably approximately how much. Because I want the chicken to be smothered in the gravy, so you're going to have to make enough gravy, okay? Alright, I just kind of sprinkle it out. Don't just put it all there in one pile. Okay, get on off of there. Acting up. This is a big spoon, and I'm gonna see if this is gonna be enough, because you know that chicken got flour on it, and once it get in that moisture and stuff like that, it'll do some thickening of it too. And guys, since my my drippings is kind of brown in here, I'm gonna have to play it by ear. Not by ear, but I know by how long it takes for that. You got to cook off this flour. We call it cooking off and getting that brownness to it. So I'm spreading it all out in here, and turn my stove up just a little bit. And I'm pushing it back like this so I can see if that flour cooking it off. Because if you put it in there too soon before you get that flour brown, that browning of this flour, that's what gives you that awesome taste. You know, getting your flour brown enough. You know, you can put any kind of browning mix in there and make it brown. But don't nothing take the place of when you brown your flour properly in making your gravies. That taste it's just unbeatable to me. Already, because I'm a country girl, raised up in the country, and it's got used to that flavor. Because I do some flavor where I use cornstarch to thicken stuff, and when you use stuff to thicken stuff, that's me. That's totally different from a gravy. I'm not letting this go too high right now, simply because, like I said, I left this thing on once I had taken my chicken out. And you know, once that chicken went in there, that the drippings in the bottom of it were browning pretty fast. And what I did after I pulled my grease up, I set it back over on the burner and went to start doing something else. And I thought, well, this is a good time for me to tell you guys this. For by any chance that you get that dripping too brown in here to make the gravy, you don't want it burnt. You just pour that out, discard it, and start back with some of that grease over your oil over in there, and then put your flour. Just start over fresh, because I've been cooking for years, and that's something that you just might do. You might get your dripping in the pan. It'd be burnt, too dark to, just burnt. I'm gonna put it like that. Let's say the word burnt. We get ready to go into a new year. And we got to stop all this messing around. I think enough messing around been dead in a lifetime for people to. Okay, and see with me doing it like this and putting that flour and your onions and stuff over here, those onions and stuff gonna already be done. Rather than trying to, and then and that helps in the flavor. Getting your browning your onions and stuff like that. You know how sauteed onions and stuff taste. Try not to talk so loud. I be thinking I'm talking. I'm up on the mountain trying to talk to somewhere way down there, and I just be just yelling. When I be listening back to my videos, I asked Tuck, why you didn't tell me stuff all that and yelling? You know, it's just funny that you do that when you filming. Just trying to make sure that you can be heard. I don't know what make you do that, or what makes me do that. Seems like I'll be used to it by now. And I'm just pushing it back and seeing that flour and stuff is cooking off. And it don't take flour long to cook off. About 5 minutes tops. To brown off and get this in brownness in it and all that stuff. So, but I just kind of want you guys to see this in process. Don't try to rush it. And you definitely don't want it. And I definitely can't cook it too fast and know how and what I'm cooking, because I already got enough brown stuff up in there. But you're going to see the difference in it when I put my liquid over in this here. Well, a lot of people call it a roux. That's what it is. But when I started cooking, roux wasn't in our vocabulary. We call it gravy, just like with me doing my chicken. I call it brining with y'all because that's what they call it now. But back then, it was called soaking your chicken. Soaking your chicken in a little salty water and vinegar. And that's how that chicken will get salted through and through when you brine it. Now you can, because I used to marinate chicken all the time, trying different recipes and thinking they was all great. And then I went back to the old landmark. I was like, this ain't cutting it. The chicken, it just be salted up on that layer, but when you brine it, that flavor or that seasoning and stuff, I don't know what you call it. It be to the bone. That's when I told you got to adjust your amount of salt. I mean, kosher salt you put in there to the amount of chicken that you're brining. But that amount that I put in there, I usually, very seldom I'm cooking unless I'm having guests over and cooking for a crowd and making putting a brine in something larger than what I put it in. That's normally all I put in there. About that little fourth a cup. Okay guys, it's getting where I want it at. And the next thing I'll be doing is adding my liquids to it. And I'm going to add enough liquids to get started. Then I'm going to stop a minute and then get it all, spread it out. And so it won't get to lumping up on you. If you let it go too, start boiling too much before you get to spreading that gravy out and add more liquids to it. You'll end up with your gravy kind of lumpy or too thick. And then you got to be careful as to how much flour you get over here. Don't get too much flour, but make sure you get enough flour. Okay guys, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but from my judgment of it, because them onions about to cook, this flour has browned enough. You don't really see any white. There's a little white over there, but You don't see any white, and I got it all spread it out real thin so that I know that it's cooking. You're cooking this flour, guys. You got to have enough oil up in here, and you got to have it just spread it and where you're cooking that flour. If you don't cook that flour, you put it in there and cook that flour. Don't cook that flour. I don't think that's gonna taste too good. It's this him browning of the flour what's giving you all that flavor, that dripping up in it. And boy, you have you some real smothered anything. Chicken, pork chop. Now I'm putting a chicken broth in. I got that chicken flavored bouillon stuff up in here. And this helps. It makes it taste a lot. It just works with it. Now, like when I do pork chop, I don't. Well, Tuck don't. Well, he like it. It's okay with it, but he always say, "Did you put that chicken flavor in there?" He don't like that necessarily with pork chops. So I just but I can put it in with chicken and other stuff. Okay, I'm stirring this up, making sure that it's all from the bottom. And I'm gonna get to gradually putting some over here in this here pot, in this here skillet. Go quite a bit right now. I'm gonna get in and go back to stirring and turn the stove up just a little bit. I'm getting it all loosened up into this liquid so it'll be smooth and everything, guys. And as this heat get to it, it's gonna start thickening up. If you got your flour right. See how it's thickening? Because that stuff that you... Let me get some more water over here. Because that flour, the drippings, that's flour too. And I use self-rising flour for my stuff. And I like to pick it up through this Okay. I wonder what you're doing. Put some more water, put me some more water in there. That's enough. I want to fill it all the way back up. Just know I was going to need some more. You need to put enough liquid in here when you're making this gravy. This chicken or whatever you smothering. Got to simmer in there a minute. And like I told you, that the meats and stuff got the flour on it, so that's gonna start thickening too. So you don't want it too thick starting out. When you put your meats and stuff over in there, you get it just like this, a loose consistency. Making sure that all my flour and stuff is loosened up in it. So when it come back, because I'm going to let it come to a boil before I add my chicken back over in it. Turn it up just a little bit. Move some of this stuff out the way, guys. Trying to think if there's anything that I can talk to you guys about before while this here is waiting to boil that you need to know. Yeah, I can tell you this here. You're going to see this here smothered chicken in our weekly meal. And I'm having this with some rice and some snap beans. Okay. Okay, it's getting ready to boil. I can tell. But I just really wanted you guys to see just how much water that I was putting over in here. Because the people that I have personally taught how to fix gravy one-on-one, right off the bat, they'll say I wasn't getting my water right. I wasn't getting this. I wasn't taking my time, you know, letting that flour brown and all that kind of stuff. They were like, before I could get started good, they were like, oop, I see now how I messed up. And now they can make something, oh, they can make gravy. They can make the best gravies. You know, it's nothing hard about cooking. I keep telling you, it's common sense. Even though, you know, you got a lot of seasoning and spices and stuff like out there and herbs, and it's nothing wrong with it. But old landmark style cooking, those people use minimum amount of seasoning simply because that you only want it to enhance. You didn't want to do anything that's going to alter the flavor of what you're cooking. You want to get, because that's really took me a minute to, I start using chicken, chicken broth and stuff in things that wasn't chicken, like vegetables and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I really did get acquainted with that. And I think it was a lot of people didn't get acquainted with it because I see that now that they have like some ham flavored seasoning and that vegetable flavored seasoning. Now, I don't mind putting that vegetable stuff in some snap beans or whatever. And sometimes, you know, I get the peas, and the peas and stuff is not flavorful enough like it's supposed to be. I may add a vegetable pack over in that. But usually I just want to add stuff where I can just get the full flavor of the peas. Just everything, just have enough seasoning in there to make it pop. Do not over season your food, guys. You will learn that as you go, that you don't need all of that seasoning. Because some of it is just the same thing, you know. Just a different name. It ain't a nickel of a difference in any of it. Guys, you see how it's beginning to boil, and I can see that thickness and stuff still up in there. And at this point right here, when I'm normally making my gravy, I haven't nearly put enough liquid in there that I normally put in there. Because I wanted you guys to see how it was getting thick, and how I was just adding this in liquid to it as it thickened up. See, I'm looking at this and it haven't finished cooking, so that's finished. That's pretty thick. Because if you don't, you're gonna have your gravy too thick. Because usually when I put my chicken and stuff back over into my gravies and stuff, and it has all I got to do is turn it on simmer and let it simmer to simmer on down to the chicken and stuff becomes smothered and tender. At this point, guys, I'm going to start adding my chicken back over here. Just going to take my hands and place it where I want to. Them some big old legs. We hate big chicken in this house, you guys. All of this was some big chicken. Now, we a family do not like big chicken. And we go out and buy chicken and they give us some big parts of chicken. We get mad. And so they was putting that off on us, so what make them think we want this here big bird? Because we raised on chicken not being that huge. See how I'm getting the chicken back over in this skillet? Guys, it's going to be some good eat, let me tell you. Just taking my hand. See, that's what I told you guys. I fry my chicken just like I'm going to fry it. Well, I didn't get it as, well, I fry it done. Because we like the way that chicken be with the you know, with the skin on it, sort of crisp. It ain't soggy and tasting like it ain't good and done. And guys, this is basically all to it. I can easily add some more. Just experience, I can use a little more liquid over in here, because I know it's got to simmer down. And we like lots of gravy. It's about to go out?
Yeah.
Okay. Well guys, my camera's about to go out, but that's the basic too. The chicken is really done. It just got to, it just got to simmer. I'll bring it back on and let it show you what it's looking like after it's done simmered. And I don't think I'm gonna
simmer?
How long is it gonna simmer? I'll probably let it simmer about 30 minutes, 30 or longer or whatever. All of that I told you, I don't really have no time. I'm gonna cover it though. I'm gonna cover it and I'm gonna cut it down to like I'm gonna probably put it between a 3 and a 2. And I'm gonna put my cover back on it, and I'm gonna be coming in, stirring and checking on it and see, you know, how the gravy going. Do I need to add anything else to it? But I'm gonna let it simmer at least about 35 to 40 minutes. But you know, everything is basically done. But I just like for it to simmer like that. Okay guys, I'll be back with the finished product. Okay guys, I just popped back on for a minute because the time is probably getting ready to go off on the chicken. And I just wanted you guys to see how I had it simmering and how the chicken is covered. Now the chicken, it's done. And those are little pieces of onion that you see up in the gravy. There's no mean lumps. And I've tasted this, guys. I wish you could have some. It is absolutely delicious. I'm about ready for dinner. So I just wanted to let you see how I had this chicken completely covered in the gravy. And then I'm just sort of turning some of the pieces over. If necessary, when it covered like this, you can turn it over at least one time and whatever. Yep, it done went off. That was at the, I think I had it on 30 or 35 minutes. Because like I told you, everything was basically done. And after I let it come to the boil, just let it, well, I had came back in and stirred it maybe before halfway through. I had stirred it one time. So okay guys, so I'm getting ready to do the finish up the video. I'll be right back. Okay guys, this is the finished product of the smothered chicken. And smothered chicken with gravy, I think that's what I should call it. I'm going to get a piece and cut it and show you guys what it looked like on the inside. But take in consideration that this stuff is real hot. All I did was set it off the stove over here. Move some of this stuff back because I don't care nothing about being burnt. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so and leave me a comment. Do you like smothered chicken? I wanted to see what it looked like on the inside. You got that too? It's moist, tender, juicy, and take my word for it, it's delicious. And this gravy we're gonna have over some rice. You can't beat gravy made the old-fashioned way. I've had it all, and I've made it all kind of ways, but this way, it's just that flavor is unbeatable. So guys, like I said, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, do so. Share my videos out. I appreciate the ones that share my videos, and I just appreciate all the wonderful emails you guys sending me and giving me my flowers while I live. I mean, telling me how much I have helped and what I did, because you know I do simple cooking. I know a lot of fancy cooking, but I don't think y'all would appreciate that if you just starting out. And maybe you come into my channel because I do old landmark style cooking. I stick to what I know, but believe me, I know all kind of dishes. I done tried them. I used to enjoy trying dishes, just getting recipes out the magazine. Sometimes I would do them Food Networks recipes and off that show. That's one of the reasons I can come to you guys and show you that, you know, show how I do things and how I learned to do it. Because some of the people who were doing the recipes were a lot younger than me, and they sound like they knew a lot, but they didn't. Okay, guys, y'all start enjoying your fall. Get into all the fall festivities, like going to the little what's all that stuff we used to go to with the kids, Gary, the fall carnival. They used to have that type of stuff at the school.
Carnivals, the jamborees,
and yeah, guys, I'm still gonna show you guys
arts and craft shows. And
one of my little crafts that I used to get at the NCOY Bazaar. I think I done missed it already, so I'm not gonna get a chance to show y'all none of that. But I got some crafts and stuff that I bought out there years and years ago. Some of that stuff is older than Brittany. And I'm gonna show you guys one of them. I put up a little video with a little clip of it soon. But just keep the faith, stay positive, use your common sense, and God got us. And no matter what goes on, but we got to do our part now. We got to listen and research for ourselves. We don't go by what somebody telling you. Go by what you learn yourself. And if you young, all of my seniors on here, we know that. But the younger people that's influenceable by somebody just giving them talk and stuff, don't be careful with that. And I know you probably got parents that raised you up and told you, you be careful with what come out of a person's mouth and they side. Get your own side. God gave you a brain and common sense. You don't have to regurgitate what other people say, because I found out it's a whole lot of stuff that just is not true. And people can tell them. So anyway, that's enough of that, guys. Just remember to stay safe, keep the faith. Gary, what's that benediction you used to say at the church? When we get it wasn't the benediction, but like during revivals, when we gonna meet again, may the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Okay, I pray that God watch between y'all and me while we're absent. And I see you in my next video. And I got my little fall apple cake coming, guys. I got to do one now because we about to eat up all the rest of it that I had in the freezer. Bye, guys. And remember, they may love you. Bye.
bye.